Well, a very good morning to you on this wonderful Keep Fit Friday. And it is Keep Fit Friday. It will always be Keep Fit Friday. And it's a very special Keep Fit Friday as well, because it's the 2nd of October and it's Keep Fit Friday. Why is the 2nd of October important? Well, I'll tell you in a minute. But before we start, don't forget, drop me a like in down below. I would appreciate that. Click the button. Drop me a comment in, smiley face, thumbs up, let me know you're doing okay. And of course, if you want to get any details on our exclusive women-only fitness program outdoors, just comment with 6 weeks. Or drop me a message via the page and we'll send you the details on that. So, anniversary of a major meltdown. So, 2nd of October. Now, I've got a little interesting story for you. I keep all my journals, so all the notes I've made over the years since I changed. I've kept all my journals, particularly the ones from the very start. And when I say the very start, what I mean by that is 2005 was the sort of turning point in my life, massive turning point in my life, which was basically when I changed. Sorry, this bit of rain about, so we're just going to wipe the old condensation off the camera. So 2005 was a big year. It was the year that I changed, and it was around this time of year that it happened. And I'll always remember one particular journal entry from 15 years ago, which was October the 2nd. And October the 2nd was pretty much quite a major meltdown. I always remember it because I didn't sleep. I had a really rubbish night's sleep. I think I had about half an hour's sleep, and not because, and I apologise if I'm talking to any, just trying to go, not to get run over first, because that'd be a bit of a meltdown, wouldn't it? So I had about 45 minutes sleep because I was up all night thinking about and being paranoid about a particular situation I was in at the time, which involved an ex-partner of mine. And how people were going to laugh at me and all this, and it was really, really silly. But I just remember feeling probably sort of the lowest I've ever, one of the lowest times in my life, really. Now, depression wasn't fashionable back then, so we didn't have social media, so you know, I had to get on with it. I didn't have the outlet of social media, and that was probably a good thing, because if I'd have had social media back then, I think I perhaps wouldn't have changed as easily, but that's a conversation for another day. So anyway, so October the 2nd, 2005. So I wrote in my journal on October the 2nd, 2005, I didn't sleep. And then after that, I wrote a load of blurb about how I was feeling. And that was a big turning point for me. And I'll always remember when I felt that bad back then about myself. I mean, I really felt bad about myself. I was overweight, I was unhealthy, I had really low self-esteem, I was lonely, I had no direction, I was absolutely skint as well, I was on my arse. It was a tough time. And it's good to remember that, because that was kind of the foundation which I built my change on. And, you know, I think back to that, and I think the way I got through it was just basically one thing, really, which was this feeling that I never wanted to feel that way ever again, if that makes sense. And sometimes, unfortunately, what has to happen is we have to let things get so painful that that forces us to change, versus actually just looking at it now and saying, well, where's this path taking me? If I carry on down this path, whichever path that I'm on, if I'm not exercising, if I'm not looking after myself, if I'm making unhealthy choices and I keep doing this, where's this path going to take me? And that was pretty much as low as I've probably ever been in my entire life. Even there were some times after my mum died, but because that particular time, that 2nd of October 2005 when I changed, was self-inflicted, it felt worse, because I kind of knew deep down that I'd done this to myself. So 2 things here, 2 lessons for this morning. First lesson is, don't let it get that bad before you do something. If you can see a pattern forming, if you can see a direction that you're not happy with, don't let it get to the point where you're in absolutely excruciating physical and mental anguish for you to change. Make the change now. And again, if you want my help on that, you know what to do. Comment down below or drop me a message. The second thing is, change is possible. And I know a lot of, and that's a bit cheesy, a bit cliched, but I've done it. And I've done it for 15 years. This isn't no quick fix. This isn't no someone's been on a diet for a month, so they're now an expert. This is 15 years of work. So change is possible, no matter where you're starting from. You can do it. I mean, at the end of the day, I was back then, I was 18 stone, I was smoking 20 a day. Benson Gold as well, the proper stuff. And, you know, we've turned it around. Not perfect, never going to be perfect, still have a lot of flaws, but managed to turn it around, so it is possible. And you know, it's weird how it seems so long ago, but when I think about it now, I can remember the time. So, waffling on a bit, shock. But yeah, change is possible if you want to, even in the midst of a meltdown. So yeah, don't be afraid to admit that. You know, a current cliche is it's okay not to be okay. It is, but it's not okay to sit there, not take action, complain about it and expect sympathy. Yeah, it's okay to admit you're struggling. It's okay to admit that you're having issues. But if you don't take any action, you're never going to get any results. And I was fortunate in those days because I didn't have social media to go and look for sympathy and go and look for these things. I had to get off my arse and do something about it. And that's the advice I would give you. So if I can do it, you can do it. It's possible. You've just got to make sure that you make some progress, take some steps, and just make some changes today. And you never know where it might lead you. Because I didn't know where it would lead me, but it's led me somewhere pretty good. So don't forget, drop me a like in down below. I'd appreciate that. Drop me a comment in, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you want any help. Comment with 6 weeks below if you want to get involved in our 6-week transformation program. If of course you don't, let me know your thoughts on that. And yeah, let's have a good day. Happy Keep Fit Friday.